What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Angels Franchise. It's October, and I thought this was a perfect time to bring back Angels Franchise after we took a little bit of a break to do more football content on the channel. But we're back playing some more baseball on the channel. I'm so excited. After winning a Year 6 World Series, it took us 6 years just to make the playoffs, but we made the playoffs and did damage, won the whole damn thing, and now in Year 7, I'm hoping this team can repeat with such a young roster, so many bats in the lineup, and so many arms in the rotation. Let's see what they can do in Year 7. October is here and playoff baseball is back in real life. It's Friday. We actually have a day off of watching baseball. We just watched the wild card. It was actually a great wild card series, a bunch of game threes, so that's always fun. And the DS starts tomorrow, so I'm really excited about that. I thought no better time than now to bring back Angels Franchise. We're obviously coming off that World Series win. We'll get into the offseason, and my plan is for this season and going forward with this franchise, we're going to probably go really quickly during the season because this team is now set up to basically make the playoffs every year. So what we'll do is we'll sim the season for the most part to make sure we get deep into this franchise and really get to see the careers of Esteban Herrera, Big Mike, and guys like this that could be legends in the game of baseball when things are all said and done. And I really want to see how Enrique Paniagua does after this World Series appearance, which is just amazing. Oh man, they just changed the World Series patches to the correct patches too, so we'll have to make it back. Let's go. We're going to start looking at the retired players. We obviously know a couple players have already retired. Clayton Kershaw and Max Scherzer and Miguel Cabrera, and you know that because they go into the Hall of Fame and you have a Hall of Fame screen. But other players like Luis Castillo, he just retires and you just don't know. I think it's really annoying that they don't do this by overall. They should 100% do it by overall. David Bednar's gone. He's retiring. And someone I really can't believe is retiring, Brandon Woodruff. And Harrison Bader is also retiring, I've seen. Phillies legend Harrison Bader. And also, I'm pretty sure Travis Janikowski, Phillies legend, is also retiring. Kyle Freeland. So there's some good retirements. We can start looking at this. Jeff Hoffman. So players are starting to actually retire now in Year 7. No Hall of Famers this year, so let's get into the offseason. We really have no one to re-sign except Will Vest, and I didn't like how he played in the playoffs, so we'll let him walk. His stats are pretty damn good, but it's alright. I'm not worried about it. Alright, it's time to go over the biggest free agency gets and what we're doing in free agency here in Year 7. We are going to go after a backup catcher, and that's really it. Logan O'Hoppe is getting older, and we really don't know what we're doing at catcher. Federico Bravo as a rookie was really bad. He'll get sent down again, get a chance to, hone his craft a little bit, and we'll have Ivan Herrera play as the backup this year. 31 doubles, 14 homers, a 309 average, 852 OPS. Will play as a backup for sure. Hell, he might even get a starter role because he had 459 at-bats this year. We'll see about that, but let's look at the free agents that you can get this year in Year 7. Roki Sasaki's looking for a big bag. 7 years, $37 million. Jason Dominguez. You got Jackson Holliday. Jarrett Jones. He was only on a 1 year with the Texas Rangers. Now he's looking for that big deal. James Wood also looking for a bag. Dylan Cruz as well. Junior Caminario, who had like 40-something homers this year as a 21-year-old in real life. Crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of good players this year. We'll see where they go. After the season he had, being runner-up in AL MVP voting to Rafi Devers, and also going in the postseason for the first time ever at 24 years old, winning ALCS MVP and World Series MVP, and having easily the best postseason run of all time with 12 home runs, which breaks the record for the most in one postseason, we're giving him basically a career contract with the Angels because of how cheap you can get him at. Only $15.5 million a year when Vladdy Guerrero for the Tigers is making 30-40. It's just ridiculous how cheap we're getting him for. So we're giving him a bag right now at 24, locking him in for life basically as an Angel, and he deserves it in my opinion. We can't have Big Mike, who also has produced as an Angel, multiple awards, and also now a World Series champion, not get a bag as well. So we're trying to lock him up for 8 years, and he'll be 34 when this contract ends. I think this is perfect to lock up the core for the future of this lineup. Roki Sasaki is signing with the Mets. Maybe this will get him in the playoffs finally. I know they were in the World Series in Year 6. That's who he played. I'm just making a joke because that collapse was hilarious. After getting swept in the wild card round, Junior Caminario is going to the Orioles. The Orioles look like they're going all in. This is incredible. Honestly, makes a lot of sense. They didn't have a lot of pop in their bats during that series. We absolutely crushed them. And they are going for even more bats in the lineup with Dylan Cruz also joining them in the outfield. But if you look at the stats, for an 89 overall, he didn't have a good season last year. And now they are adding pitching as well. Brian Bello is now going as a starting pitcher for 3 years, an 87 overall. A pretty okay season, nothing crazy. Almost 200 innings though. He looks like an innings eater for the back of the rotation. Jackson Holliday will go to the Cubs. That's a nice get for them. I think Nico Horner's gone now, so they do need a second baseman. I wonder if the Orioles went after Yason Dominguez, but they had to settle for Dylan Cruz in the corner outfield because this is what corner outfielders should be doing stats-wise. Wow, the Mets are truly trying to run it back and win a World Series after getting swept by the Angels. They now get Jared Jones and Roki Sasaki. That rotation is going to be nasty. Holy shit, the Mets went and got a closer too. They are truly trying to go for it this year. But what's crazy is they went and let Victor Vodnik go. And what's crazy about this is he was so hard to hit for us. His release was so funky in the game. He was one of the worst pitchers to face out of the bullpen for them. So I'm glad he's gone if we have to face the Mets again in the World Series. But also the Cubs got Jackson Holliday, so maybe they'll be in the playoffs next year. And if they make it out of the NL, we'll have to deal with Victor Vodnik again. Royce Lewis has been a solid third baseman for us, and I truly think he is the third baseman of the future for us for the next couple years. So I'm not trading him now, but he's getting older, and he's definitely not going to get any better than what he's been the last couple seasons. I don't think so, at least. This is probably his ceiling, and we do have a lot of young players that we could play in the infield out of the farm, so we'll see about trading them later, not this season though. With our farm system being so loaded, we truly do not need to use free agency this year except for one position. It was backup catcher, and we were going for Ivan Herrera, and we got him. Such a big get because now we don't have to worry about backup catcher for the next couple seasons. Thank you for joining the Halos. Welcome to the team, buddy. This is an insane blockbuster trade for a rental. 1 year left on his deal. Corey Seager, who just won MVP in 2028, not too long ago, just a couple seasons ago, had an 1,000 OPS. And look at this resume. A Hall of Famer for sure is going to the Yankees for his final season. He's going to be in pinstripes this year instead of with the Rangers, which he's been with since 2022. It's now 2031. He's been there for 9 seasons just about. Wow. This is a crazy trade. And all they gave up was Kyle Bradish and really a low ceiling shortstop in return. The Mariners have won the AL West the last couple of years, and they are loading up again with a 4-year deal for James Wood to play in the corner outfield, and he had a damn good season last year. This is worrisome. I was hoping to win the division this season in year 7. Last order of business in free agency is we're also locking up Jesse Ortiz, and his agent was ridiculous. He wanted the most money out of all the players so far because of his potential, for sure. He's a 99 overall potential. He's already an 84 overall as a 19-year-old, and the playoffs he had means he is just going to be a generational talent. So we need to lock him up now, and we'll know the payroll going forward is going to be a little bit tough, but at the same time, these are the players we're going to win with anyways. We are now in year 7 of our Angels rebuild, coming off a World Series title, and finally having a World Series championship feels very good, but this rebuild is not over. Can we turn this team into a dynasty? We're probably still one of the youngest teams in baseball, have one of the best farm systems, and the payroll really isn't that bad either. Everyone's returning basically from last year with a ring now and World Series experience. Now can we use that experience to win a division and also go back-to-back? The biggest storyline I want to get into right now that you won't even believe me when I tell you, but we had a change of heart. I'm letting Paul Weaver stay and get everyday at-bats at shortstop. I know it's crazy, but Slim Shady truly could be something special. You look at the stats, and also him being the headlining prospect of the Mike Trout trade also makes me go, I just can't let go of him yet. He's only 24. even though his rookie season was atrocious, and I mean atrocious. Can he bounce back? And the postseason was even worse when we actually played with him. I want to see if he can bounce back. So that is a big storyline going into this season. Bring it back with the same team from last year, basically, and I think it makes a lot of sense. We were dominant in the postseason, and this team is young, only getting better. So I'm so excited to see what we can do here in year 7. This thing I want to mention is the fact that Jesse Ortiz didn't just get the bag, but he is now batting 3rd in the lineup all season. That's how much I believe in this kid at 19. I think he's going to have a great sophomore season. We are now at the All-Star break, and Logan O'Hoppe and Herman Lyon are both All-Stars this year. I can't believe Estevan Herrera is not starting as an All-Star. Vladdy Guerrero got more votes than him. That sucks. He got snubbed. But we are 4.5 games up in the AL West, and this team is cooking, except for one player. Fuck you, Paul Weaver. I can't believe I did this. We've given him a lot of at-bats. It's almost a 300 at-bat season, and the sample size is big enough for me to move on. We're trying to win now. I don't care. This kid is gone. We are now in the market for a shortstop, and we could just swap Paul Weaver for Leo DeVries because the trade logic in this game sucks. But because I don't want to do that, we're giving them a young right fielder, which they need. He has good upside, but not a great ceiling. And we're also going to give them a pitcher that's 29 years old, just kind of throwing them a bone. But it makes sense. I want Paul Weaver off the team. I don't even care if he has one of the best careers as a national. It doesn't matter to me. He's not playing well here. And we can just look at it as we flip Mike Trout for Leo DeVries at the end of the day. The draft was pretty solid. Nothing crazy, but we'll take it. Definitely late in this rebuild. We're not going crazy in the draft or anything because we're a late pick now. But we're still getting some players that might make an impact later. I think after that first World Series, it makes a lot of sense just to, sim through the seasons pretty quickly and get into the postseason because that's where everything matters. And we won't even be playing every game anymore. We'll let the sim take over a little bit. We'll be doing player locks and stuff like that, at least in this episode. But we won the AL West, which was expected. And you can see Edgar Cabrera led the league in strikeouts, and Paul Skeens had the best WAR for pitchers. Herman Lyon had the most walks this season, and he was leading off all season, so that's always great. Build in free agency, we always tried to make a splash, but no one wanted to come here. And finally, in year 6, Paul Skeens took the bag and came here, and it changed the way this franchise was ran. I mean, before we couldn't even do anything in sim, and we were always struggling every time I tried simming. Now I just simmed the whole season. We're the best team in baseball, and Paul Skeens finally wins a Cy Young as a Halo. It absolutely sucks that Rafi Devers keeps blocking Estevan Herrera from winning an MVP. Another 40-homer season, and it doesn't matter. He won't even win MVP. He's so good, and we gave him the bag because of that, but he still is looking for that first AL MVP. The Boston Red Sox have had the last 3 MVPs, 2 for Rafi Devers and 1 for Yordan Alvarez. Royce Lewis also wins a Gold Glove, and so does Leo DeVries, even though he didn't really play the whole season here. Giancarlo Portillo adds something else to his trophy case with a Gold Glove as well. Wow, this team actually was really good defensively, even though it said we were one of the worst teams defensively in the rankings. Fans will remember this Estevan Herrera season, back-to-back 40-homer seasons, and he had 1 more homer than last season. Still 30 doubles as well. Great season from him, but he didn't win any awards because Vladdy also had a better season than him. Jesse Ortiz is a 19-year-old batting .300, hitting just about 30 homers, and almost 100 RBIs at 19. I think he deserved the bag for sure. We actually did have 100 wins this year, and the Mariners did make the wild card. You also can see that the Royals won the American League Central, and the Tigers made the wild card. The Red Sox had the best record in baseball with 105 wins, and the Orioles made the wild card after going all in free agency. The Marlins, Mets, and Phillies made the wild card in the NL, and then you have the Dodgers winning the West again for I think 10 straight seasons now in this game. The Brewers win the Central, so Mike Trout is back in the playoffs, and the Braves are also in the playoffs. They are actually the best team in baseball with 107 wins. I thought it was for sure 105, but it's actually the Braves. They're back. This October is going to be so fun in year 7. I am so excited. And what makes this even more interesting is we have Detroit versus KC in the wild card, and we could get a rematch with Detroit but I don't think they will win because KC has probably the best middle infield in baseball with Bobby Witt Jr. and also generational talent in Glenn Pesky, who we could have had. I said this before on the channel. We've been sniped on 3 different occasions for generational talents. One was Glenn Pesky by the Royals. Another one was Jonathan Garlobo from the Marlins. And the third one was actually none other than Jesse Ortiz, who should have been on the Royals. We went and gave Ray Frost to the Royals with Zach Neto. And I still think this is a win-win trade. Look at the seasons he's having for KC. He's an amazing pitcher. There's no doubt about it. And we could use him in our rotation. But I wanted Jesse Ortiz more. You can see what he did last year as an 18-year-old rookie in the playoffs. And that just shows you we won the trade. Wow, was I wrong. We are going to get a rematch with Detroit. And for this game and this season, it's going to be a little bit different. We are going to go player lock with one player, at least for the first game, to make it a little bit more sim-oriented to see how this team does in the postseason. I cannot believe what Detroit has done. How did they get Big Nick? How did they get him? It makes no sense. He had 4 home runs in real life, and honestly in the game he's pretty damn good. His potential is kind of ass, but he's not bad. Let's see how he plays in the game. But I'm really worried. It's basically the same lineup. And we'll go to the pitching rotation really quickly as well and see that it's basically the same rotation except for Jordan Hicks joining it. It is game 1 of the ALDS, and we are player locking with a demon. I wonder who you guys think that is, because there's a lot of them. We obviously have our Cy Young Award winner on the mound. We are actually going player lock this game. And I want to see how we do in sim. I'm excited. And of course, we're going to go with the demon. Jesse Ortiz, the bag getter at 19. Yeah, we gave him $33 million. What about it? Man on second. Crushed up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for a run. And of course, he's going to steal. Jesse Ortiz comes through in the bottom of the first. Just like that. Simple swing, nothing crazy. He's in there, baby. All right. Little single, and then we get to second. He's a pretty quick fella. That's for sure. We're obviously not stealing third. No reason. Esteban Herrera does strike out. See, I wanted to see how he does in sim. Can't knock us home there. It's now Royce Lewis, who has very good clutch. His clutch is one of the best on the team. He takes strike 2. That was a pretty good looking pitch from second base, Royce. Full count for Royce Lewis with Matt Manning on the mound for the Tigers. Best clutch on the team. And he strikes out very early on that swing. It's going to be tough to get this kid out. 2-2. He crushes one, but it is right to the shortstop, Jose. Bottom of the 6th now. Man on second, and he chops one. And it stays fair. He does move the man to second, but that was not a good swing at all. It's 3-0. Angels Herrera with an RBI single. And this should be the 3rd out of the inning. Let's go. 2 outs. Little vest. We let him go, and now he's on the Tigers. Back on the Tigers, just like that. Incredible. Now we have to face his ass. Great. Oh, great! Jesse Ortiz says thank you. I'll take that home run. That was a moonshot. 470 feet. And the crowd is going nuts. There's a souvenir for somebody. 4-0 Halos in game 1. But it's the final out of game 1. Jose Tanyan. Who else? Former Angel. Easy money for the rookie, Jared Ortiz. And that's the game, boys. We shut him out in game 1 in Sim. Let's go. Matt Manning goes 3 2/3, gives up 2 earned and 6 hits. Bobby Miller gives up 1 earned and 3 1/3 with 4 hits. And Will Vest did pretty well, except for Jesse Ortiz getting the best of him. Jared Duran with a double. He always does well. Jose Tena did steal a base. Jared Ortiz, the rookie second baseman, 3 for 4 in the bottom of the order. Amazing. Leo DeVries, though, 0 for 4. Not great. But he does play really good defense. So Herman Lyon already stealing bases, and Jesse Ortiz also stole a bag today. Paul Skeens, 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 0 earned, only 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Brian Abreu comes in, shutout. Peter Miley, shutout. Game over. It is time for game 2 of the ALDS, and this time we are playing with the newly acquired shortstop that's batting 0-0-0. Enrique Paniagua on the mound. He had a solid season for sure. We want to get him better and better. Let's see how he does in the playoffs. Leo DeVries has the most disgusting number I've ever seen, but I'll dig it. I'm fine with it. Let's see what he does here. Okay. Easy money. I don't want it to be based on my, input, so I'm changing that. I don't know why it's doing the road to the show. Look, now you'll see that it's based on him, and the throw is a dot. Leo DeVries with another out. O'Neal Cruz hits it right to him. It's 4-1. Just like that. We're going to try to get back in this game. Garrett Crochet. And Leo DeVries hits one there. Fights one off inside. A leadoff base hit here in the bottom of the third. Need that. See if we can get DeVries on the run here. 76 speed. He's out. Oh my God. And that is rough. That was a good circle change. We are back in this though. Leo DeVries has to hold the runner here, hopefully. And he'll do just that. Perfect play there. 1 out, top of the 5th. Paniagua still in. They get the lead. Still the top of the 5th. This game's crazy right now. Jared Ortiz, great play. Have a chance in this game, but it looks like we might lose. Look at O'Hoppe. Gets him! Great gun there. And Leo DeVries is leading off in the bottom of the 7th with Porter Hodge on the mound. Let's go. Good pitch, good pitch. Nasty sweeper. Absolute filth there from Porter Hodge so far, 0-2. But he tries to speed us up. And Leo DeVries gets a bunch of that. And that's gone! Leo DeVries ties the game! What a swing! Leo DeVries with his playoff moment, the 24-year-old. Paul Weaver could never. And this game is tied. Great swing there. We thought O'Neal Cruz, we've seen it before. He's a big player in their lineup, in the field and with his bat, but he could not get to that one. It was smoked. Top of the 9th here. Casey Smoke on the mound. Speaking of smoke. And there we go. Easy play for Leo. And he throws him off the bag. What are we talking about? He has 80 everything. It's over. We lost. Unless it's a double play right here, which I don't think it will be. It's Jared Duran. We know what he does. He's an angel killer. He's a demon. Leo, he's too fast. He's too fast. Is this going to get to the bottom of the 9th? What? He was pinch hit for? And they won! What the fuck is that? Yeah, so that totally makes sense there. Your shortstop that hasn't gotten going all season since being here comes in, and you immediately take him out as soon as he hits a home run, the biggest home run of his life. What are you doing, Skip? That is ridiculous! I can't believe that. And then, of course, we lose the game in the 10th. We went to extras, and we lose it then. Great. Cool. All right, so we simmed Game 3 because it wasn't an elimination game, but it was the pivotal game, and I wanted it to be a sim game, like I said. I want this to be more sim-oriented going forward, just so we can get through the seasons a little quicker. So we're simming this game, and then we'll play the player lock for the elimination game. Jesus Luzardo, absolute nails. What a performance. We needed it from him, and we got it. Now we're going to play in Game 4 in the elimination game with the killer. The killer, Esteban Herrera. Elimination game, and Jordan Hicks is on the mound, and he's played well this season, very well. And we're trying to get Esteban Herrera going. He hasn't done much, only 1 RBI, batting under 100 through 3 games. And he crushes that one, but it'll be an easy play. We know he'll be all right. That was a good perfect to start. Oh, it's 4-0. Giancarlo Portillo and Morris Dye both hit home runs. Don't even have to worry about it. These boys are crazy. We can trust them. And Esteban Herrera can smoke things, bro. But he just misses that one. It's a solo shot for Josh Jung. It's still early. This is CJ Abrams. And this is money. Go. Chops it to third. Easy out. Nothing you can do there. Bobby Miller's a pretty good pitcher. And now, in the bottom of the 5th with a 3-run lead in Detroit, trying to go to the ALCS. What will happen? What the hell was that? Oh, Jerry Ortiz saves us. Oh my God. What a player! That's a rookie, by the way. Just saved our keister. And we're trying. I was trying so hard. Oh, please go. No, you. Oh, fuck you. What the hell, dude? That's just rude. Oh, Herman Lyon with a 3-run shot. Little insurance runs. Very much needed. And now, this is the final out to go to the ALCS. And it's hit out there. Oh, it's not the final out. Oh, my. Yikes. Leave it to Matt McClain. Let's go! We're going to the ALCS for the 2nd straight season. What a W. This team deserves it. We've built a powerhouse, guys. Even in Sim, we can beat the Tigers. It's amazing to see what this team has become after 7 seasons of work. In an elimination game, leave it up to Big Mike to go crazy. 2 for 3 with a homer, a 2-run shot, and a double. 2 extra base hits, and he also walked once. Also, Morris Dye had a 2-run shot. He's also kind of a playoff riser. He had multiple big RBIs last season for us. And Herman Lyon, probably the sneakiest trade we made in this series. We were selling at the deadline in year 5, and we just didn't need Patrick Sandoval anymore. And the Braves were going for a World Series. And we actually did it in the trade finder, and he has been a revelation at DH because he can run, he can steal bags, he walks, and he has power. We have to take on the best team in the AL this year, winning 105 games, the Boston Red Sox at Fenway Park next episode. This is going to be a challenge. I am so excited because we were able to beat the Detroit Tigers, which I think is a little bit of a rivalry now in the playoffs through 2 years. I thought We might play Boston last year. We were so close, but now we can show who the true MVP is. I'll probably play the whole game for Game 1 at Fenway. Who doesn't want to play a game at Fenway Park in MLB The Show? It's my favorite place to play, at least. And it also looks like the New York Mets are going crazy with this new addition of Roki Sasaki and Jarrett Jones in the rotation, and they are back in the NLCS as well. Maybe we meet back up in the World Series for round 2. I am so hyped for this ALCS matchup between the Boston Red Sox and the Los Angeles Angels on the road at Fenway. If you guys are too, definitely leave a like on this video. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'm new to content creation, so I'm trying to get better every day. So any suggestions are always welcome. I thank you guys a lot for all the support on the videos and the channel so far. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers, so if you guys could leave a sub, it'd be greatly appreciated. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. See ya.